Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Mott Community College Softball. The Bears are taking on the Hawks of Henry Ford. We're just set to go here. Joey Newton on the mound for the Bears. Newton's first pitch cut on and missed from Ella Nauk. We're going to have a great matchup today, a doubleheader at 3 o'clock and 5 p.m. here at Kersley Ballpark. Strike call. No, it's going to be a ball in the inside corner. We're switched up at 1-1. Mott, huge doubleheader win the other day over Schoolcraft, 7-6 and 14-1 in both games. Absolutely stomped 14 runs on the board. Emma Benner with 5 RBIs. And Claire Ouellette, she had 3 as well in that game. This ball's line foul over towards the Mott Community College dugout. The Bears coming into the year just above 500. Spent time down in South Carolina, Georgia area, and now really getting things going. The second series here at home. Baseball team was rained out today, but the softball team will play a full doubleheader against the Hawks here. Ella Nauk, the lefty, swats one to third. It's off the glove at third base, trickling down into the foul territory grass for a double. Ella Nauk, what a start for the Hawks. It was Cassie Sylvester over there at third base, just tipped off the end of her glove and headed over towards foul ground. It's a nice, leadoff batter here for the Hawks. Sub-500 team, got to get the offense up. Now stepping into the box going to be Kylie Douglas. Douglas swings and misses the first pitch. Newton, she came into pinch hit late in that second game against Schoolcraft, played a little bit of first base. Go over that Mott lineup a little later on. Henry Ford after Kylie Douglas. It's going to be Bella Lakitsky. This ball's flown out to left field, deep. Going back off the glove in left field. Wow. Down for a hit and a run scored. Chloe Williams was tracking that one all the way, and she ran out of room. Back-to-back doubles to start here. I want to go down base hit, right? On second. Then she just. So backtracking here, we have a runner on second base, 0-0 game. The first batter of the game, I think Ella Nauk was out somehow. It looked like she had herself a clean hit, but didn't. We have one out with a runner at second base. The scoreboard at the moment shows 2 gone in a 0-0 game, but there's just 1 out with a runner on second. That double from Kylie Douglas off the wall, off the hand of Chloe Williams. Bella Lakitsky right now, the catcher for the Hawks, going to take a ball high. It'll be Lakitsky, Reyes, Postuma, Garcia, Grizemin, Goodman, and Niehoff for Henry Ford. Head in the count right now is Lakitsky, and she swings and misses at that fastball in the outside corner. It's Hannah Bollinger behind the plate once again for the Bears. Threw out a runner at third base against Schoolcraft in Game 2 of their doubleheader the other day. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the first. No score. Popped up out of play by Lakitsky. So going to have to do some investigative journalism on that first batter of the game. Ella now somehow was out, even though the ball clearly tipped off of the glove of Cassie Sylvester at third base in fair territory. Jalen Reyes. Full count on her. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll end the first inning. A very chaotic top of the first inning, if I do say so myself. We're going to go bottom 1. Mott's up to bat. We got Withers, Sylvester, and Murphy to lead things off. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Mott Softball here on the Mott Community College Athletics page. Bottom of the first inning here at Kersley Ballpark. Heaven Withers, the center fielder. Fairly open stance in the left-handed box right now to start things off. She'll be facing Jess Hazel. That first pitch is a ball. Swing and a miss. Withers again trying to run out of that box as she's swinging at it. You'll see that a lot of times from lefties. A lot closer to first base than the right-handed box there. Gets you an extra foot or two towards the bag on a ground ball. Fastball just a bit high. Umpires for today's game. It's going to be Jim Teedy behind the plate. Jason Weigel's in the field. 2 balls, 1 strike. Withers awaits. That ball's high at the nose. She's going to leave it alone. 3-1. Dimensions here at the ballpark. We have 202 feet down the right and left field lines, 220 in center. And if you can't hear it right now, we have big gusts of wind coming in. There's a strike right down the heart of the plate. Withers sees it all the way. We got a full count here to the leadoff batter for the Bears. (3-2). Tap back to the screen. Good fight from Heaven. It'll be Cassie Sylvester after her and Taryn Murphy. Round out the rest of that lineup. Claire O'Benner, Chloe Williams, Megan Widener, Brianne Shively, and Hannah Bollinger. 3-2 again. Check swing. She definitely went around. Nice grab behind the plate. That was Bella Lakitsky, who's catching today for the Hawks. And we got one gone. So Jessica Hazel with a strikeout to start things. Sophomore out of Mabee, Michigan. Cassie Sylvester to step up now. A lot of offense in this lineup last time we were here at Kersley. And it starts again. Line drive up the middle, off of second base. Sylvester stops right on the bag. No turnaround there. A very soft single to start the Mott offense here in the first. It's here in the first. I'll bring up Taryn Murphy, the third baseman shortstop. She's going to play short today. Was at third last week against Schoolcraft. We see her and Widener kind of splitting time over there on the left side of the infield. Widener today is going to be playing second. One on, one out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Henry Ford and Mott here for a doubleheader. Game one right now. Swing and a miss from Murphy. She's down 0-2. Recap that infield here for Henry Ford. It's Reyes at third, Douglas at shortstop, Niehoff at second, and Posthumus playing first. There's another ball that misses outside from the lefty. Glad to have you along on a beautiful Thursday before we get started with March Madness once again later on tonight. That changeup much too high, in and out of the glove of Lakitsky, and down to second safely is going to go Sylvester. Taking advantage right there of the errors from Henry Ford. That's going to be a big thing going on throughout the doubleheader, especially when you get into those later innings of Game 2 and everybody's a little bit more tired. 2-2 pitch. Murphy slaps one on the ground to second. Fielding, Niehoff, she's going to flip on to first, but the runner, Sylvester, will move on to third, so doing her job right there is Murphy to advance the runner. Now with Claire, let's step it up to the box. Now things could get interesting here for the Bears. She has 3 RBIs, a double and a single, and a walk. Line shot into right field. There's Claire again to bring in the first run of the game. 4 RBIs in her last 2 contests, and it's 1-0 Mott early on here in the first. Good swing there from Claire. She continues to do it. Taking that pitch on the outside corner and just shooting it in between first and second base. Line shot up the middle from Emma Benner. That's into center field. Ouellette will have to hold at second. Benner curls around at first, and it's back-to-back singles. Mott starting to cruise here. This is where the middle of that lineup really starts to thrive. You look back at that second game against Schoolcraft, a 14-1 win. You had Taryn Murphy. She had a double and a single. Ouellette, double and a single. And Benner, a triple and a single. Chloe Williams now. She was in the leadoff spot last time out. She's now batting 6th, but, you know, that can always pay off as well because look at who she's got on base, 2 right now in Ouellette and Benner. Ground ball up the middle, off the base, into center field. Ouellette's going to round third and score. It's an RBI single for Chloe Williams. Back-to-back-to-back rips to score 2. Benner moves up to second, and we're going to have a meeting right now. Jess Hausel speaking with her head coach at the moment. Mott going to do the same, Terry Warner. So with 2 gone and 2 runs already scored, Megan Widener's at the plate. First pitch is much too high above the head, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Megan cuts right through that one. It's a different angle you see here from Hazel on the mound. Usually, you're getting right-handed pitchers, but Jessica coming from the left side, a lot of those pitchers are going to be fading out to the right-handed hitters. Fouled off the inside part of the bat and gets a piece of Jim Teedy. He's down. Hopefully he's all right. Just took a softball off the back. We're going to step aside right now. Teedy took a softball off the back as it ricocheted from the backstop. Injury on the field. We're going to be back in a minute. 2-0 Mott on top of Henry Ford. There's a 1-2 count on Megan Widener at the moment. Hats off to Jim Teedy, our home plate umpire. He's back up. He's ready to go. Took a softball off the back, maybe the neck area. One tough guy. We got 1-2 on Megan Widener, and that's a ball off the plate. And Jim's not missing a step there. That's a good call right on the outside corner, just missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Foul back to the screen again. Widener hits one up, and he's immediately got the face mask blocking the back near his neck and his shoulder area. Just got to be cautious. Yeah, definitely can't blame him at all after a pitch ago. 2s are wild still. As Mott's up 2-0. Swing and a miss. Widener goes down swinging. 2 Ks in the inning for Jess Hazel, but the Bears grab a pair. We go to the second. 2-0. Mott's on top of Henry Ford. Be back in a minute. You're listening to Mott Softball. Top 2 here from Kersey Ballpark. Tom Cavanaugh bringing you all the action for both games today. Starting off with Caitlin Postuma right now for the Hawks. First pitch is on the inside corner, called for a strike. It'll be Postuma, Garcia, and Krizemin. Joy Newton on the mound for her second straight inning. That pitch misses a little bit inside and low. Mott grabbed just a pair in that first inning. Claire Ouellette and Chloe Williams both driving in runs. Want to wish everybody out there a happy opening day as well, except for Padres and Dodger fans. You already had your opening day a few days ago. Change up in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch right there from Joey Newton. Freezing Postuma in the box. It's 1-2. Ballinger, the catcher, setting up on the outside part of the plate. And this one's lined back right at Newton. Just missed her. Watch out. Laser base hit there for Postuma, and that ball had a little bit of tail and just got by the head of Joey Newton. Man, that was close. Good swings early on here for Henry Ford. First pitch to Millie Garcia is going to be a ball on the inside part of the plate. Not too many double plays turned here, Region 12 of the NJCAA, but one of the better infields to do it right now with Murphy and Widener up the middle. Postuma's at first. She just singled. Here's a cut and a miss. Maybe a foul tip from Millie Garcia. Either way, Postuma's not moving off the base. Pretty solid day, 45 degrees here in Flint, Michigan, but we have a lot of wind blowing in from right field. The lefty's nightmare right now. This one's on the ground to third base. It's a foul ball. Hits the chalk, but just bounces to the left of the bag at third. That's our guy again, making a nice call. Home plate umpire Jim Teedy. 1-2 on Garcia right now. Nobody out. Top of the second inning. 2-0. Mott's on top. Swinging a line drive into center on one bounce. Fielded quickly by Heaven Withers. And just like that, there's 2 on and nobody out for the Hawks. Back-to-back. Lasers up the middle. Bring up Cameron Krizemin. Check that. Designated hitter today. Newton winds that first pitch, catching the outside corner for a strike. Here's a bunt opportunity. Newton's going to field it. Throw on to first, and Krizemin is out, but she does her job. Sacrifice bunt moves runners up to second and third. Posthuma's down all the way 60 feet away, and Millie Garcia down at second. Two in scoring position. Threatening to tie this ball game up in the second inning. Here's a pitch high and outside to start against Ashley Goodman. One of the very few lefties in the lineup. Just the second we're seeing besides Ellen Nauk. Josie Niehoff looms on deck. She's going to round out the lineup for the full 9 on the Hawks side. It's 10 batters for Mott. High and inside. Turning out of the way there was Goodman. It's 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. That fastball off the plate outside. And it's decision time here. Do you walk Goodman and load the bases up for a force out to bring up the 9-hitter, or do you rock with it right here? The 3-0. Right down the heart of the plate for a strike. Both options are solid right now as you have the 8-9 hitters up, so definitely the lower part of the lineup to take advantage of at the plate. Infield's in right now for the Bears. Newton checks her sign, now winds. Swing and a miss. Battling back is Joey Newton. It's now 3-2 with 1 out. Now you got to go all in right here with 2 on her. Posthuma's down at third base. She singled. Garcia singled right after her. She's at second. 2-0 Bears. Fouled away. That ball was low. Goodman had to fight it off. We're going to do it again. 3-2 one more time with 2 in scoring position. This win definitely going to play a factor later on today, especially when balls are in the air. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout for Newton with 2 in scoring position. 2 gone. It's going to bring up the 9-batter, Josie Niehoff. And that's how you come back from 3-0. Infield can now relax just a little bit. Line drive, base hit into right field on a couple of bounces. Coming in to score is Posthuma. Garcia's going to hold at third on a nice relay from the outfield in Breanne Shively. Corners now, but it's 2-1 RBI base hit for the 9-hitter. Josie Niehoff picks up her teammate. And heads up coaching down there at third base to hold the runner. Shively was coming up throwing. That ball way outside in the right-handed batter's box. Down to second. Safely is going to go Niehoff without a throw. So now again, 2 more in scoring position. And they're going to have a talk on the field. No, check that. Going to have a conversation with Jason Weigel, our field umpire, will Terry Warner. We're going to step aside briefly, catch our breath, and figure things out here. 2-0 on Ella Nauk for her second at-bat here in the second inning. 2-1 is our score with 2 gone. The conversation regarding The runner Niehoff leaving early to steal the bag from first to second. And obviously there's no leadoffs here in NJCAA softball, so you need to stay on your base until that ball is live. That's what Mott was arguing there. Joey Newton missing outside and low, falling in a hole now once again. Here to the leadoff batter. 3 balls, no strikes. Nauk was out her first time as she left the box early, and there's a strike called, 3-1. So there was the confusion in the first inning with Ella, who's at the plate now. She doubled, but was called out. The 3-1 pitch. Little slap swing, fouled on the third base line. So for yet another at-bat here in the second inning, Newton's going to battle back from 3-0 to a full count. Was able to finish the job against Ashley Goodman. She faces the leadoff batter here. 2-1's your score. Top of the second inning. Henry Ford threatening with 2 in scoring position. Newton winds, fires. High and outside, that's a ball. Newton walks the leadoff batter, and they're loaded now for Kylie Douglas, who doubled off the left field wall her last time. Bases loaded. You got to force anywhere. In tight at third base is Cassie Sylvester. Widener off the bag at second base. Fastball high and in to Douglas. Newton's been pretty good on the mound, just falling behind batters. It's tough to, get back and work when you're down 2-0, 3-1. That's how she's kind of fallen these last few. Way out and ahead of that one was Douglas. Popped fouled on the third base line. It's a really good off-speed pitch there from Joey Newton, being able to speed up the bat, of Kylie Douglas. Bases loaded, we got 2 gone, 1-1. Newton's fastball on the outside corner. Jim Teedy goes up with the right hand there. It's 1-2. Bears nursing a 1-run lead. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive in the right center field gap. This could score a few. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. The throw to second. Bobbled. Safe down there at second is Kylie Douglas. And the Hawks have taken a 3-2 lead. That's her second double of the day. She went off the wall in left field last inning, and here in the second splits the gap between right and center. Garcia scores, and Niehoff comes in to score. Down in the third safely will go Nauk. We're going to have a meeting on the mound right now with Newton and the rest of her infield. Three runs in the inning. Josie Niehoff got things started with 2 outs, a base hit to score 1, and then after the walk to Nauk, it's a 2-run double for Kylie Douglas, her second extra base hit today. Bella Lakitsky, she'll step in next. And Jalen Reyes, who rounded out the first inning. Yeah, the conversation here. So now a 3-2 lead for the Henry Ford College Hawks right now in the second inning. Down 2-0 coming in. They've rattled off 3 quickly. First pitch from Newton is going to be a ball high, just a little bit high there. Looked like it was almost good for a strike. It's all about that first pitch, too. If you're able to get that first one in for a called or swinging strike, it changes the entire at-bat. Newton's going to fire again. This one missing high in the same spot, 2-0. Fairly open stance from Lakitsky right now. Bat wagging over that right shoulder. The 2-0 pitch. That one is just a little bit low. From our vantage point, looked like great pitches right in and around the zone. Maybe just a little bit too far north and south. Got to work out of another jam. Lakitsky is walked on 4 pitches. Now they're loaded. I think Jim Teedy thought that a run was going to score because he stepped away from home plate, allowing that runner from third to come home, but nobody's on first there. They're loaded once again. 9th batter in the inning, Jalen Reyes. She ended the first. Could do the same here if Joey Newton's able to end the inning. High fly ball on the first pitch into right center field. Ranging over is Brianne Shively, and she puts that in her back pocket for out number 3. Big inning for the Hawks. They grab 3 runs. Postuma, Garcia, and Niehoff all come in to score. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Mott trails 3-2 here on the Mott Community College Athletics page. Back in the bottom of the 2nd, 3-2, Hawks on top of the Bears. Here from Kersley Park, first pitch from the lefty, Jess Hosel, is just a bit high to Joey Newton, the pitcher. Newton filling both roles today. She's going to be inside the pitcher circle and step inside the batter's box. 1-0 pitch is rolled fouled on the third base line. So to round out, it's going to be 8, 9, 10 here. Newton, Shively, and Bollinger. Mott's going to plate 10 different ladies today. Contrary to the 9 that they usually put out there, is they'll have a designated hitter and then their pitcher. I just resume that single role. Newton does both, though. Change up, very much high. Puts Joey ahead 2-1. Allette and Williams with RBIs for the Bears right now, and Newton's going to line one into left field right on the corner. She'll stop at first base, take a long turn. Good start here from the 8-hitter of the Mott Bears lineup. Newton's on to start. Brianne Shively now. First pitch high and outside. From Hosel there. It's going to be the bottom half of this lineup here. Want to try to get as much production as you can out of it. On the ground, softly to second base. Fielding it is Niehoff. She'll flip on to first, but on to second will go the runner, Newton. Shively does the job of moving the runner up. Just got that off the very end of the bat. Couldn't muscle a lot on that pitch. I'll bring up Hannah Bollinger. Check that. Back to the top, and Heaven Withers. Bollinger is going to be the designated catcher. Boy, that's a new one. So Bollinger in the lineup today, but she's not going to grab a bat and hit. I mean, we were going to find that out by the time she got up here. So now it's Withers back up for her second at-bat. Quite odd that your catcher is not in the lineup to hit. It's the pitcher that's hitting instead of the catcher. Guess you can interchange those two positions. Here's the 1-1, squaring around, and they're going to throw down the mound back to Hazel, who looks back the runner, Newton. Withers shows bunt, now pulls back. On the corner for a strike. Battling back, Hazel makes it 2-2. So just 9 hitters in the lineup for the Bears. That was my mistake. There was 10 on the lineup sheet. And Newton, the pitcher, who's usually towards the bottom, sandwiched right in the middle of that lineup. So going to find out one way or the other. 3-2, 1 out. It's a 3-2 lead for Henry Ford right now. Swing and a miss from Withers. Second time she struck out today in the third for Jess Hazel on the mound. 2 gone with a runner at second. Sylvester singled, came around to score last inning. Let's see if she can do it again. Smacks this one down the first base line, foul. You can see Hazel on the mound right now doing a great job of locating east to west in her pitches. Saw that strikeout to Withers this past time, and then the Widener strikeout to end the first inning. That was right on the black and swung right through it. Not much you can do there. 0-1. Sylvester again jammed up. Flutters this one towards the first base line again. 0-2, she's down. It's a big difference right now what we're seeing in the approach that both of these pitchers, these rivaling pitchers, are taking. Right now, Hazel on the mound, 0-2, 1-2, ahead of hitters. Contrary to what Newton's doing at the moment. That ball's just going to miss. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sylvester's going to wait on a changeup just low. Lakitsky tried to frame the pitch and bring it back up into the zone. Jim Teedy's not going to be fooled on that one. 2s across the board once again. Henry Ford leads by 1 here in the bottom of the second. Sylvester jammed again. She'll squirt this one on to second. Niehoff, underhand flip to first, and that'll end the frame. Mott goes scoreless in the second. Henry Ford back up to bat in the top of the third with a 3-2 lead. You're listening to Mott Softball here from the Mott Community College Athletics page. Unfamiliar territory right now as we enter the third inning. The Mott Bears, in their last few games, handling the Schoolcraft Ocelots, and right now they trail 3-2. Caitlin Postuma, who started the second inning at the plate, she'll do it again here in the third. Postuma, Garcia, Chris Zeman to face Joey Newton. Change up on the inside corner. Nice start from Joey. That's how you're going to turn the tide of these 2 innings. 3 runs given up last inning on 4 hits. Also walked 1 as well. Had a strikeout in there. She's got 2 on the day. Fastball misses high and away. It's now 1-1. Postuma going with the no batting gloves look right now. Got to respect it. Line back to the screen. And, I mean, in this weather, you got to really respect it because if you're not a batting gloves person and it's 35, 40 degrees, you might turn to being one. That wind has now changed to blowing out towards right field. Now a little bit towards left. It's going everywhere, actually. Ballinger setting up way off the plate outside. That pitch hits the spot, but just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Postuma rests the bat on that right shoulder, now picks it up to wag it. Line back to the screen. She's all over it, just missing by a little. Just underneath that one a tap. There's been a few balls that have rocketed right back up the box towards Newton. One that just whizzed by her head and another one into center field on one bounce. So these Henry Ford hitters really coming together here and put some good swings on the ball early in this one. Poshuma's going to flow one out to right field. Long run for Shively. This ball's going to drop in foul territory. No spray paint over there down the line, so it's all on Jason Weigel, our field umpire, and what kind of call he's going to give us. I guess left field line, there's some little bit of a view. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes to Postuma right now. Newton gets her sign. Rubs the ball on that right thigh, now goes. Line drive, watch out, Hawks. That one's right into the dugout. It gets a piece of the on-deck batter, Millie Garcia. Two again. Inside off the plate. Tough pitch to lay off for Postuma there. I mean, that was close. A little bit of curve at the end of that one. We're gonna go 3-2 with nobody out. Henry Ford leads at 3-2. Postuma rolls it over on the ground to shortstop. Picked up by Murphy. Throw on to first is in the dirt, but scooped out by Emma Benner. What a way to start the first. The first out of the 3rd inning. It was 2 leadoff batters to get on to start the game in the 1st and 2nd inning. So the first time they've retired the leadoff hitter, it's got to feel good. Base hit last time for Millie Garcia. She came around to score. Hawks hit around all 9 batters coming to the plate last inning. We're going to move to 2 balls and no strikes. Newton unable to find it on those last couple. Garcia's out in center field tonight for Henry Ford. And she'll pull one on the ground to third. Nice play by Sylvester. Throw on to first, and she got her. What a forehand play from Sylvester. Just one step to her left on a hot shot, and she made a nice play. Gunned it over to first. 2 quick ones now here in the 3rd inning. Trailing by 1 for the Bears. Cameron Krizemin in the right-handed box with Ballinger setting up outside once again. Beautiful pitch, hits the spot, but it's fouled away towards the road. And it's a blessing the parking lot is behind the backs of the right-handed hitters, because we'd be in a lot of trouble parking where we are if there was predominantly lefties in this lineup. 0-1. That's going to rub the dirt for a ball. 1-1 now. Sacrifice bunt last time for Krizemin. Really set up runners in scoring position. Newton over the head, and now she squares up Krizemin right in the hip. Hit batter with 2 outs is going to put a runner on. So with 2 outs, Newton just wants to finish the job here. Struck out Ashley Goodman swinging last inning. Trying to do it again. First pitch is popped up. Foul ground down the 3rd base line. It's going to fall. Tough spot for anybody to grab that one. Here at Kersley Ballpark, we have a good fair amount of 20, 25 feet of foul ground, maybe more, on both sides of the chalk. Especially down those outfield lines. There's some space there for your right and left fielders to try to track a softball that's not quite out of play. 0-1 from Goodman. Bollinger might have been crossed up on that one, not expecting to get that fastball as her head kind of jolted out of the way. 1-1. Yeah, Widener over at second base, shading towards first, and this is lined into right center field. Krizemin looking on to second. She's going to head to third. Going first to third is Cameron Krizemin on the Ashley Goodman single. She put it in the right spot, right center gap, and it gave Krizemin the time to take the extra base. So now with 2 outs, runners on first and third, and Henry Ford looking for more with some 2-out magic. Josie Niehoff, she was the hero last inning. With 2 outs and the bases loaded, came through with a huge single. Got runners on the corners now with 2 gone. Changeup falls in for a strike. Nice pitch from Joey. No stirring, no movement over there on the Mott bullpen side. Trying to finish the inning with the 9-hitter in the lineup. Ball is low, 1-1. Niehoff playing second base. She's already made a couple plays today for the Hawks. One pitch, lined up the middle. So play at second base. They're going to tag the runner out. Megan Widener fields and tags for out number 3. The Hawks threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Mott trails 3-2 against Henry Ford. You're listening to Mott Softball. Bears go back to work here in the bottom of the third. Down by a run. It's 3-2. Taryn Murphy will start things off to face Jess Hazel again, who has been money on the mound for the Hawks. 3 total strikeouts. Got out of a jam with a runner at second base last inning. She did allow 2 runs in that first. That's all. It'll be Murphy, Ouellette, and Benner here in the third. Murphy swings right through that one. Seen a lot more swing and misses today from the Bears than we did against Schoolcraft a couple days ago. That wind really starting to pick up. It's billowing from the right foul pole towards the left. Changeup misses high and away. Murphy grounded out to second base her last time. Just got it off the end of the bat. And you can see Hazel right now on the mound is targeting the opposite part of the plate, so the outside piece of the plate to these right-handed hitters. Ground ball on to second base. It's going to be Niehoff. Chucks on to first. 1 up, 1 down in the third. And that time, a little bit jammed. So instead of going with the outside pitch, Hazel counters that with an inside fastball, and that gets the inside piece of the bat. Not a lot on that one. That's why it fizzled out to second. Claire Ouellette, RBI single, came around to score last time. Fairly open stance, wagging that bat over the right ear. Misses by a little bit, 1-0. Ouellette has had a hot start to her season over the last couple of games, especially here at home. She'll take a fastball for a strike on the outside. Minded you, last game, she was 2 for 2. 3 RBIs, a double that cashed in 2, and also a single. Here's the 1-1. Laser beam into right field. There's Ouellette again, going with the pitch she's given. Outside fastball that she just drives into the gap there. Nice swing. It'll bring up Emma Benner with 1 on, 1 out. And Claire Ouellette doesn't do too much at the plate there. She just takes what she's given, softball on the outside part of the plate, and just sticks her bat out there. That's all you got to do. Let that bat do the rest of the work. Let the barrel carry the ball into right center. Emma Benner pulls one on the ground right at the shortstop position for a single. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Ouellette's rounding third. She's going to try and score. Benner's at second. She'll hold up there. And it's an RBI double for Emma Benner to tie this thing at 3. That ball just got right by, snuck right past Ashley Goodman in left field. That should not have gone all the way to the wall, yet it did, and Ouellette's able to score all the way from first base. 3-3 game with Chloe Williams at the dish. First pitch is a ball. So Emma Benner now, 6 RBIs in her last 2 games. Ouellette has 4, and both are 2 for 2 today. Strike on the outside corner. Williams watches that one go by. It's 1-1. Another wide stance here for Williams. She cashed in a run last time with that line drive up the middle. This one's popped back over the press box where we're at. One ball, 2 strikes to Williams. Playing left field today. She'll also switch out in center as well. Leave a fastball high here at the shoulders. Evens it up at 2-2. Bears trying to retake the lead. Once led 2-0. Fell down 3-2 and just tied the game up at 3 apiece. Williams takes that pitch all the way. We're going to go full. Emma Benner stands down there at second base. She drove in a run a moment ago. The 3-2 with 1 out. Williams skies one in the air. This is trouble. Down the right field line and making the catch is Josie Niehoff. Tagging up on the third base is going to be Benner. Great fielding play and heads-up base running. Both teams with a heads-up play right there. How about Josie Niehoff ranging all the way from her second base position to make that catch? And that's a real tough play to make if you're the first baseman, Caitlin Postuma, because you're going straight back Willie Mays style. At least Niehoff was able to range over to her left. Megan Widener fouls this first pitch away. She struck out to end the first inning her last time. Got to give Benner some credit as well, as she was able to tag up, taking advantage of that tough play from Niehoff down the first base line. Fastball high and wide off the plate a little bit. One pitch is low and away. Stopping that. The last moment, Lakitsky almost snuck by her right there. Benner with some speed at third base could score. We don't have a deep backstop. It's just about 15 to 20 feet maybe. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Widener just on top of that one. Three strikeouts today for Jess Hosel. She's looking for a fourth to keep this game tied at 3 and head into the 4th inning. Widener slaps one to second base. Niehoff again scoops that up and makes an easy play for out number 3. Emma Benner ties the game at 3 with an RBI double. We go to the 4th. 3 all between Henry Ford and Mott here from the Mott Community College YouTube page. Top of the fourth inning here from Kersley Ballpark. Glad to be along for the ride here. Next two games, Tom Cavanaugh bringing you the action. It's going to be top of the lineup here for the Hawks. Ellen Nauk, Kylie Douglas, Bella Lakitsky. Nauk's going to run and slap one down the left field line. Foul out of play. Giving chase there was Chloe Williams. Nauk so far on the day. Had a hit, but was called out her first time, walked, second time up. Taps this one foul towards the Mott dugout. Stays 0-2 to the leadoff lefty. Kylie Douglas, she is the really dangerous one waiting on deck right now. 2 doubles and an RBI in the first 2 innings of the game. Swing and a miss. Chasing after that one was Nauk, and it's a leadoff strikeout, the second of the day for Joey Newton. Check that, third strikeout for Newton today. Got to be selective in what you're going to throw Kylie Douglas here. Went off the wall in left field in the first inning, split the gap in right center in the second. That first pitch comes in at her toes. And Newton did a great job of recording the first 2 outs, retiring the first 2 batters last inning, but a hit by pitch and a single started to really steamroll things for the Hawks. No runs were scored, though. Want to try to limit those innings to just 3, potentially 4 batters. And here's another line drive from Douglas down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases again. Douglas chugging on to second base, and it's a third double for Kylie Douglas. Wow. She went off the wall in left, split the gap in right center, and now hooks it around the chalk in left field all the way to the wall. Tough to avoid that girl down at second base. Can't throw her anything. It's a full doubleheader today, so Mott's going to have some time to really kind of adjust and figure out what they're going to do to counter the bat of Kylie Douglas. Bella Lakitsky now lines one back to the screen, and Jim Teedy is out of there. A walk and a ground out so far for Lakitsky today. Rolled over in that first inning. She walked on 4 pitches back in the second. 0-1. Wow. Nice off-speed pitch right there. Freezes the 3-hitter Lakitsky in the box. 0-2. Mott wearing their white unis with gold yellow shoulders and yellow and black Mott Bears across the front. Henry Ford in their blue jerseys with white Henry Ford block lettering across that front as well. 0-2 pitch, high and outside. Hannah Bollinger is going to look the runner down at second base, back to the bag. Newton is going to have this one popped up by Lakitsky into center field. Making the catch is Heaven Withers for out number 2. That's a big out right there to bring up Jalen Reyes. Reyes, a strikeout and a flyout victim. 0 for 2 today. Definitely due for a hit with Douglas down at second base. She's got some speed. Definitely going to score on a base hit with how deep the outfield is. That's Shively, pretty, I'd say standard in right field, deep in center for Withers, and deep in left for Chloe Williams. First pitch was a strike call to Reyes. Newton's done a decent job with the middle of this lineup here. There's a ball just off the plate inside. Just 2 hits combined between the 3, 4, 5, and 6 batters today, but both of those hits back in the second from Postuma and Garcia both came in to score. Here's the 1-1. High and inside, not moving a muscle as Reyes in the box. She's ahead now. Newton's going to check her sign. Bollinger set up in the inside corner. Swing and a miss from Reyes. Evens it up at 2 apiece. We're in the top of the 4th inning, a 3-3 ball game. Take you through those first couple innings. It was 2-0 early on. Bears took the lead. Henry Ford came back with 3 of their own, made it 3-2, and the Bears tied it up. That changeup just off the plate inside. We're going to push to full. Newton fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, the 4th K of the day for Joey Newton. Strands a lady at second base, and that's going to end the top of the 4th. Bears come up to bat in the bottom half in a tie ball game, 3-3 apiece with Henry Ford. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Mott Community College Softball. The Bears pitcher to start things off. Quick stoppage from our home plate umpire.
Yeah, I got it.
First pitch off the plate to Joey Newton. Trying to help herself out right now. She's got 4 strikeouts through 4 innings of work. It'll be Newton, Shively, Withers. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a fastball high and away. So Jess Hosel now, who has really settled in since giving up 2 runs in the first inning. Gave up a huge double last inning, but everything else has been solid from her. She's behind 3-0 and now battling back. 3-1. A base hit last time for Newton. That was in the second inning. And there's a strike 2. Home plate umpire is going to bring her right back into the box for a full count now. That looked a little bit off. 3-2 pitch. Newton says no, and she pops it right back up the middle for a single. Ball don't lie, she says, as Jim Teedy tried to bring her back in the box. She'll have a single instead. Good start from the 8-hitter. Will bring up Brianne Shively.
Brianne Shively.
Ground out victim last time for Brianne. Got a runner at first base with Josie Niehoff, the second baseman, kind of sitting towards first. Here's a back pick at the runner Newton. She's back in safely. You can see right now Henry Ford shifting towards the shortstop covering the base on this steal attempt. Got Kylie Douglas right near second base. She's likely to take the bag in the case of a steal from Newton. Here's a bunt, fouled on the third base line from Shively. Evens up the count now on the 9-hitter. Jess Hazel again through her windup. A drop bunt down from Shively. They're going to have to throw on to first. That's the only play they have. It's a sacrifice bunt for Brianne Shively, and the runner moves up to second. So one gone with a runner in scoring position now for Heaven Withers. First pitch is a strike called on the outside corner. It'll look to be on the chalk of the right-handed box. Nonetheless, it's 0-1. Squaring around to bunt, Withers can't get it down. Right past her bat, it's 0-2. Back-to-back strikeouts today for Withers. She's 0 for 2. Fastball misses high. Keep her in the box there with one out. Best thing you can do, you're having obviously grab a base hit here to drive in a run, but even a ground ball to the right side is going to do the job. The 1-2. Change up high at the eyes. Joey Newton led off the inning with a base hit. She stands down at second. Brianne Shively bunted her over to get to that point. Where there's a freshman from Lapeer, Michigan, awaiting the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the day for Heaven. She goes down to make it 2 gone with the runner on. There's Cassie Sylvester, 1 for 2 on the day. Single and a run scored and a ground out. Pops this one back towards the Henry Ford dugout. Taryn Murphy waits on deck if they're able to get to her. Newton's got some speed down there at second base, so likely will score on a single anywhere. Sylvester pulls it on the ground to shortstop. Douglas backhand. Throw on to first. They did not get her. She's safe. Newton's down to third base. Infield hit for Cassie Sylvester, and the inning keeps on rolling here for the Bears. That's why you leg it out. Hit it in a great spot between short and third. Kylie Douglas made a great backhand play, just not in time. Taryn Murphy, couple of ground outs to second base today. She'll swing and miss at the first pitch up near her chin. That's tough as a hitter when you're seeing these pitches come in, especially, from the right or left side, especially the left side, but those fastballs just rising up, missing the bat on the top half rather than the bottom. Murphy fouls this one away. She's in a hole now, 0-2. Tie ball game 3-3. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Mott Bears and Henry Ford Hawks. Bears threatening now with runners on the corners and 2 gone. Murphy pops one up, out of play, back towards the batting cages. Never know what you're going to get here from Jess Hazel. She's gone outside to the righties, and then just when you think she's going to throw another one on the outside corner, she comes right back out of the inside half and jams you up. You can get to that meat and potatoes of the lineup in Olette, Benner, and Williams. You're going to do a whole lot better here going forward with runners in scoring position. And well done from Taryn Murphy right there. She gets a piece of the changeup. That's staying weight back and being able to continue your swing on through even when your body's already going forward. The 0-2. Tapped foul. It's going to be a fair ball, they call. Throw to first. What a catcher's play from Lakitsky. That ball looked like it bounced foul, came back fair. Jim Teedy, the home plate umpire, called it a fair ball, and that ends the threat for the Bears. They leave 2 on, and it's a tie game headed to the 5th. Bears, Hawks, when we come back here from the Mott Community College YouTube page. Joey Newton back on the mound right now for the Bears in a tie ball game. We're in the 5th inning. 3-3 is your score as Caitlin Posthuma steps to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day, a single run scored and a ground out. First pitch is a miss, and now a foul ball back to the screen. Posthuma evens it up. Henry Ford, coached by Stephen Littleton in his very first year, alongside Andrea Bolden, Kelsey Littleton, and Mike LeBut. Posthuma at the plate, a freshman from Carleton, Michigan, went to Airport High School. Leaves a fastball in the inside half, 2-1. Over the head goes Newton again. What a pitch! It had a little bit of curve. I mean, it looked like a curveball right there. That was impressive. Started on the inside, right near the elbow of Posthuma, and fell in on the corner. Nice pitch. Setting up on the outside now is Bollinger. Likely a fastball in the outer half here on the 2-2. There it is. Off the plate just a tad. We're going to go full. Got to stay on the outer half here to Caitlin Posthuma. She ripped one between short and third. Got an inner half pitch last time she struck one. Full count. Here's the pitch on the inside corner. Ball. That looked really good right there. Could not find a better spot in the inside corner from Newton. She doesn't like the call. But now it's time for Millie Garcia. Newton's allowed a base runner now in every single inning of the first 5. We're going to have a base runner with a sweatshirt on. So odds are we could read a name. That'll be who it is out there. Not 100% sure what the number is, but Hawks runner over at first base in place for Caitlin Posthuma right now in a tie game. Popped up on the first pitch from Garcia, back all the way over the press box here. I don't know if we'll ever figure out who's over there on first base. We will keep it general. Squatting stance there from Garcia. She hops out of the way. Watch out. A little bit close near the chin there on a fastball. Garcia stands in with a 1-1 count. She's also 1 for 2 today with a single run scored and a ground out. She'll try to bunt this one and pop it all the way back to the backstop. Couldn't convert on the bunt there. And now she's in a hole 1-2. Newton doesn't have to come with her very best pitch right here, but got to be something good. Bollinger's on the outer half. Change up. Pulled. Fouled on the third base line. Foul. Nice play over there by Sylvester on the backhand. This Mott infield continues to impress. We've seen Megan Widener make some incredible plays. Taryn Murphy as well. Cassie Sylvester had a four-hander earlier today. The 1-2 again, high and in. Evening up at 2-2. Millie Garcia from Detroit, Michigan. She's a sophomore out of Western International High School. Popped up on the 2-2. Is it playable? Bollinger scaling back. She'll make the catch. Tough play to make for the catcher, Hannah Bollinger. But that's out number 1 as Millie Garcia pops out to the catcher. Posthuma walked. She's got a pinch runner for her. That's the unnamed girl over there at first. Cameron Krizeman right now. Hit by a pitch. Also had a sacrifice bunt. She's going to ground one to shortstop. Murphy, throw to second. Double play chance. 6-4-3. Inning-ending double play. Murphy to Widener to Benner to finish it off. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-3 game. What a turn there for the Bears. to end it. You're listening to Mott Community College Athletics.
And the he's not so. He taught me a lot, right? We're still with us. So I'm glad that he's got my guy. I told him higher. They ball game at Mott, man.
Bottom of the fifth inning now. Another chance for the Bears to come through. Clairolette, 2 for 2 today. An RBI and 2 runs scored. Down in the hole now, 0-2 to start the bottom of the fifth. More fans pouring in here. On the Mott side of things, pretty good turnout here at Kersley Ballpark on a Thursday afternoon. Fastball in and out of the glove of Lakitsky behind the plate. Trying to get Ouellette to chase there on the high fastball. Ouellette, Benner, and Williams. And that's strike 3 called on the outside corner. A very rare-looking strikeout there for Claire Ouellette. She goes down for out number 1. That'll bring up Emma Benner, who has been red hot lately. 2 for 2 today. She's got an RBI double. You go back to Game 2 against Schoolcraft the other day. She was 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs. Benner now skies one out to right field. Going back is Nauk. She's going to make the catch over her left shoulder. And just like that, 2 gone in the fifth. One for 2 on the day for Chloe Williams. She's got to get things started now with 2 gone. Limited time in this one. I'm going to do 2 7-inning doubleheaders, full doubleheader, 2 7-inning matchups. First pitch is a off-speed one, just a bit high at the nose. Williams lines it back right at Hazel, who makes the catch for out number 3. What a grab from the lefty going across her body to make that one. Bears go 1-2-3 in the fifth. Going to have to battle and hold the Hawks to 0 in the sixth right now. You're listening to Mott Community College Athletics. Back here in the top of the sixth inning, Tom Cavanaugh on the call for both today between Mott Community College and Henry Ford College. It's a 3-3 game right now. Ashley Goodman to lead things off, and she's going to put one on the ground to shortstop. Taryn Murphy with the backhand play and guns to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the sixth. And Josie Niehoff, 1 for 2, defensive prodigy, plays a very good second base. We've seen her range both ways and then make a really nice catch in foul territory on the first baseline a couple innings ago. Tap back in and out of the glove of Bollinger on the first pitch. Niehoff, a sophomore out of Grosse Ile. Went to Grosse Ile High School. He's also a switch hitter, so any time that Mott decides to bring in a crafty lefty, you might see her switch it up. But maybe not, considering it's a right-on-right matchup right now, and she's still in the right-handed box. Cut and a miss there. Down no balls and 2 strikes. Quickly run down the game for you. Mott grabbed 2 runs in the first, and then 3 runs in the second for Henry Ford, gave them a 3-2 lead after 2. And then in the third inning, Mott came back, tied things up, and that is where we stand right now in the 6th, 3-3. Last batter in this Hawks lineup at the dish in Josie Niehoff with a 1-2 count. Pops it up out of play back towards the street. Joey Newton so far really digging her heels in over these last couple of outs, over these last couple of innings. She gave up that big chunk in the second. Since then has only given up 2 hits, a single and a double, and just 1 walk. Change up high and away. Makes it 2-2. And that's what you want to see out of your starter, that might give up some early runs, but really settles in the position that she's in throughout the game. You can see head coach Terry Warner not going to the bullpen at all right now, just keeping her out there on a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss from Josie Niehoff for out number 2. And it's funny, sometimes your starter might come out in the first inning throwing a certain speed, really in a groove, but as the game develops, that MPH might go up, and she might be feeling a little more. She gets another big strikeout, 5th strikeout for Joey Newton. It's a foul back from Ellen Nauk towards the screen. She's down 0-1. 0 for 2 with a walk for Nauk today. And want to try to get this last out before Kylie Douglas comes up. If she's up to the plate with a runner on, that's a very dangerous situation in a tie game here for Mott. Here's the 0-1, high and away. See, Nauk has one of those very, original softball swings where she starts her motion towards first base. She takes the swing. That ball misses low in the dirt there, 2-1. Newton leans in, grabs the sign, now fires and lines one right back at us. Thank God for the backstop here. It's extremely close to home plate also. So there's not going to be much of stealing home on a pass ball going on here at Kersley Park. It might if the ball ricochets away right or left, but if it heads directly back behind the catcher, it's a tough play to make. 2-2 is high and outside. Full count to the leadoff batter, Ellen Nauk, with 2 gone. Want to try to get her here before bringing up the ever-dangerous Kylie Douglas. 3 for 3 today, an RBI, and 3 doubles for her on deck. That's ball 4. So another walk right there for Joey Newton, just her 4th today. I'll bring up, as we said, Kylie Douglas. Got to pitch her outside. That's where Bollinger's going right now. That first fastball is going to be low. And analyzing the rest of this lineup, you got Bella Lakitsky on deck. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. Jalen Reyes, who could be up next after her in the hole. She's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Douglas is going to foul this one off her foot and even the count up at 1 apiece. So if you're able to get by Douglas here, going into that 7th inning, barring a tie game, either way, actually, it's going to be a lot easier to get that lineup without Kylie Douglas being a part of it, and if you can end it right here. Ball high. Good take there from Douglas. She's up 2-1. Freshman from Pinckney, Michigan. Standing at 5'6". She went to Pinckney Community High School. Big wave and a miss. Look at Joy Newton there on a nice off-speed pitch that falls down at the feet. Fooling Douglas. She was all out in front of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in a tie game here in the top of the 6th inning. Running around first base is Ella Nauk. She's got speed. 2-2. Just off. Barely. 3-2 now. Got to try to find a way to get Kylie Douglas out. She's got 3 doubles and 3 trips to the dish. Newton wipes the ball on the right thigh, now goes. High pop-up on the infield. Got to call it. It's going to be Sylvester. She makes the catch for out number 3. Runner stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mott up to the plate to try to take a lead and close things out in the 7th. You're listening to Mott Community College Athletics. This is Mott Softball.
Number 29.
Bottom 6. Here in game 1 of a doubleheader between Henry Ford and Mott Community. It's going to be Widener, Newton, and Shively. 7, 8, 9, and the first pitch is tipped into the glove of Lakitsky for strike 1. 0 for 2 today. For Widener, playing second base. On the ground, a shortstop on the 0-1. Getting around it is Douglas, throw to first, and she beat it out. Infield hit for Megan Widener. Douglas took just a little bit too long to charge that softball. At Widener's speed, beat it. That's huge right now. Leadoff batter is aboard, and you'd like to see some, sacrifice bunting, some strategy here. Infield hit chalked up for Widener, and she's going to be off to the races with a hit here, but Joey Newton also might be able to bunt something to get her over. First pitch is a changeup high. Leaping out of her stance is Lakitsky behind the plate. Newton's 2 for 2. Stranded at second and third base both times. Also doing a fabulous job. On the mound, 5 strikeouts. So far today has allowed just 3 runs, all in 1 inning. The 2-0 pitch, called for a strike. A little bit of movement on that ball from Jess Hazel. Ground ball between first and second base, picked up by Hazel. She'll go underhand flip to first. That's as good as a sacrifice bunt right there from Newton. Advances the runner, Widener, down to second base, where there's 1 gone.
Not bad. Number 23. Brianne Shively.
So well done from Joey Newton, able to advance the runner. And Brianne Shively is going to step to the plate now. 0 for 2, a sacrifice bunt. Back in the 4th, she also grounded out in the 2nd. Shively lines it back to the screen. A one pitch is grounded up the middle into center field. Coming around to score is going to be Widener. There's not going to be a throw. Brianne Shively with the go-ahead RBI base hit, and it's 4-3 Mott here in the sixth. Big swing there from Brianne. She was hitless today, and she shoots one right back up the box. Well done from Brianne right there. Gives her team the lead. And Heaven Withers steps up, looking for some redemption right here. And right now, head coach Terry Warner is talking with Jim Teedy about that baseball bat that was left right in front of home plate as she was running. So Warner wants to be able to figure out how to move that bat out of the way next time there's a runner coming in to score. Because if you step on a bat like that, you could have a broken ankle, broken wrist, anything. So you want to be able to get that out of the way. Withers 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Trying to redeem that right now. This one's going to get in and out of the glove of Lakitsky. Down to second goes Shively. Little too much mustard on that dog as it went right over the tip of the glove of Lakitsky. Withers with an RBI chance now with one out. You can be selective here if you're Heaven, up 2-0. If she's looking to bunt still, something towards the third base line to draw in the third baseman, Jalen Reyes, allows a free base. Swing and a miss there makes it 2-1. Withers waiting to bunt. She's going to pull back. It's a ball high and outside. Good defensive work there from both Kylie Douglas and Reyes to cover up the third base bag, not allowing Shively to take third. 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. We're going to load it up. 3-2. Mott leads by 1, 4-3 on the Shively base hit. Hazel ready to go. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Withers thought she had the bag on a walk. Regardless, there's 2 gone. 2 for 3 day for Cassie Sylvester trying to add to this lead. Tapped on the ground back to the mound. Hazel picks it up quick, throws to first, and that's the inning. Brianne Shively, the hero in the 6th inning, makes it 4-3, and we go to the 7th. Mott has a chance to close it out with 3 outs right here, and the most dangerous hitter is retired for the Hawks. Be back in a minute for the 7th inning of work. 4-3, Mott on top trying to close this one out here on the Mott Community College Athletics page. First pitch at the top of the 7th inning, Bella Lakitsky with a line drive base hit single into center field. Good start here for the Hawks. They're down a run, and we have a pinch hitter as well. It's going to be number 34, Jada Oliver, sophomore out of Detroit, Michigan, went to Cass Tech, and she's going to get this pinch hit opportunity for Jalen Reyes in the 4 spot. So as our official and head coach of Henry Ford sort this one out. We've seen Mott turn 2 already once today. They did it back in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss from Jada Oliver. It's always tough to enter a game late, trying to make a huge impact. I pop up back to the screen. Also, Maggie Bohm is the new pitcher on the mound. That's the end of the day for Joey Newton. Well done from Joey. One ball and 2 strikes to Jada Oliver. Swing and a miss. Jada Oliver goes down swinging for a big first out here in the 7th. Fastball in the outer half, couldn't catch up. So now Caitlin Postuma is going to step in. 1 on, 1 out. Postuma's 1 for 2 with a walk. Fastball off the plate outside, and you can see Maggie Bohm just bringing a little extra velocity today than what we have seen. Newton was locating very well. And so is Bohm here, but just a few more miles an hour higher right now. The 1-0. Missing low and inside. Postuma, good eye at the plate. She walked last time. Came around to score with a single back in the 2nd. That's the only spot that Henry Ford has grabbed runs. They had 3 in the 2nd. Ball. Wow, just a little bit high. Was ready for home plate umpire Jim Teedy to go up with the right hand. Left it alone. We got a 3-0 count on Postuma. That's ball 4. She walked around 4 pitches. So now we have 2 on with 1 out. In the top of the 7th inning, 1-run lead for Millie Garcia at the plate. 1 for 3 day for Garcia. Single and a run scored back in that 2nd inning. It's Lakitsky down at 2nd. And Postuma over at 1st. Outfield right now a few steps in from where they were before. There's a strike called on the middle outside corner right there to Millie Garcia. Good pitch. Bohm gets her sign. That one's on the corner for a strike, and from your angle here, might be able to see it, but runner down at 2nd, Bella Lakitsky, is flashing a hand signal to the batter to let her know what pitch is coming. Either a changeup or a fastball, and you can see her flutter that hand right back there when the pitch comes. Ball off the plate outside, tough on the 1-2. Almost rang up Millie Garcia. The 1-2. On the corner for a ball. Wow. Very, very close. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Couple of runners on. Mott clutching to a 4-3 lead right now. Boom. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts here to Oliver and Garcia with that walk to Postuma sandwiched in the middle. And Cameron Krizemin to step in now. She's 0 for 3, grounded into a double play her last time up. Fouled back to the screen, 0-1. And that Maggie Bohm heat that she's throwing, no match right there for Millie Garcia as the sign was given to her from that runner on second. Same thing's happening right now. You can touch a bag anywhere. Runners on first and second. Here's a ground ball, fouled on the first base line. Just foul. Didn't see a call there from our home umpire, but I think everybody trusted it was foul and went back to their spots. We got an 0-2 count. Mott trying to cling to a one-run lead and take game one of this doubleheader here at home. Bohm gets her sign. Winds. Fires. Strike three! Got her! The Bears win game one, and Maggie Bohm strikes out the side in the seventh to take it. What a game! Lakitsky started off with a single, but Bohm said, oh no. Struck out Oliver, Garcia, and then Krizemin to finish. 4-3 win for Mott. Huge runs all around. Claire Ouellette had 2 hits and an RBI. Emma Benner, a double and an RBI. Chloe Williams had a hit and an RBI. And Breanne Shibley was the hero today. Had the 4th run in that bottom of the 6th inning to give them the lead and the win. Joey Newton gets the win on the mound. She had 5 strikeouts, was incredible. Just gave up those 3 in the 2nd inning. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for game 2. It'll be on a different stream, so make sure you step out of here. Stay on that Mott Community College Athletics YouTube channel. We will be on a different live stream video that'll say game 2. In about 20-25 minutes, we'll be back on. Your final score one more time from game 1. Mott takes it 4-3. Joey Newton gets the win. The save goes to Maggie Bohm. Your player of the game, Breanne Shibley. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Mott Community College Athletics Bears win.